Most people are moving fast, but going nowhere. They wake up tired, rush through the hours, and fall asleep wondering why happiness feels so far away. They blame the noise, the people, the past. But the truth is, the secret to a fulfilled life was never hidden out there. It has always been quietly waiting within. Happiness is not a treasure you stumble upon. It's a state you cultivate. It begins not with what you have, but with what you see. Not in what you chase, but in what you choose. The great teacher Earl Nightingale once said, "We become what we think about." And those words hold the blueprint of a life well lived. Because life does not happen to you, it happens through you. Your thoughts are the architects of your days. Your habits are the builders of your future. And joy, true joy, is not born of luck, but of alignment, with truth, with purpose, with gratitude. This message isn't entertainment. It isn't noise. It's nourishment. For the mind that is tired of drifting, for the soul that is ready to reclaim its peace. So take a breath. Let go of the tension you've been carrying. You've arrived not just at another voice on a screen, but at a doorway into your own mind. The voice you're about to hear is not here to impress you. It's here to remind you that everything you've been searching for, you already carry within. Most people wait for happiness like a letter that never arrives. They say, "I'll be happy when I get that job, when I find that person, when everything finally makes sense." But life doesn't begin someday. It's happening right now. This moment is life. And unless you learn to live it now, you may spend your entire existence waiting for a day that never comes. Joy isn't a reward. It's a decision. It's not something you find. It's something you create. Every morning you wake up, you're handed a blank canvas. And whether that day becomes beautiful or burdensome depends on the colors you choose to paint with. Your thoughts, your focus, your words, your energy. The weather may change. The people around you may change. But the one thing that will always define your day is the lens you look through. Because reality is filtered through perception, and perception is a choice. Most people don't know this. They live at the mercy of circumstance, happy when things go right, broken when they don't. But you were born with something greater, the ability to steer your own ship. Joy isn't a reaction, it's a practice. Just like a musician must tune their instrument before they play, you must tune your mind before you begin your day. Start with gratitude. Start with clarity. Start with purpose. Because when your inner weather is calm, the outer storms lose their power. It takes effort, and that's why so few people truly live joyfully. They wait for life to change before they change themselves. But the truth is, the world outside is a reflection of the one within. And once you master the inner world, everything else begins to align. Your mind is a garden. Every thought you plant is a seed. Plant resentment, and you'll harvest frustration. Plant appreciation, and you'll harvest peace. You can't fill your mind with noise and expect silence. You can't fill it with fear and expect courage. The quality of your life mirrors the quality of your thoughts. Two people can live the same day. One sees obstacles, the other sees opportunity. One complains about the rain, the other thanks it for nourishing the earth. The difference is not in the day, it's in the mind that interprets it. If you truly wish to enjoy your life, start by mastering your mornings, because how you start your day shapes how it will unfold. The first thoughts of the morning are like the first brushstrokes on a blank canvas. They set the tone for everything that follows. Reach for gratitude before you reach for your phone. Breathe before you react. Visualize who you want to become before the world tells you who to be. You don't need a perfect morning. You just need an intentional one. A grounded in gratitude person can walk through chaos and remain calm. A person aligned with purpose can face obstacles and still move forward. That's the power of awareness. That's the art of enjoying life. Not the absence of problems, but the presence of peace amidst them. Too many people wait for better days instead of building them. But joy isn't found by accident. It's crafted, moment by moment, thought by thought. It's built by the one who decides this day matters. This breath matters. This moment is mine. Because happiness doesn't live in some far-off future. It lives here, in the awareness of what's already good. And once you learn that, you stop waiting and start living.
Your life is not measured in minutes. It's measured in meaning. Every second that passes is an investment, not an expense. Where you place your attention, your energy, your thoughts, that's where your future quietly begins to take shape. You don't spend time, you invest it. And just like a wise investor, what you invest in returns to you multiplied. The one who spends hours in worry receives exhaustion. But the one who spends even a few minutes each morning in gratitude, breathing deeply, aligning their thoughts, that person receives clarity, focus, and peace. The equation is not mystical, it's mathematical. Every day your mind compounds whatever you give it. Feed it noise, and it echoes chaos. Feed it stillness, and it reflects brilliance. So if you wish to enjoy your days, not just endure them, begin by treating your time as sacred. Guard it like a treasure, not from people, but from distractions that dilute your spirit. Protect your focus from habits that steal your joy. When you begin to respect your own time, your time begins to respect you. It gives you back more energy, more purpose, and more presence. And presence is where true joy lives. Speak what you wish to see. There's a law that governs every fulfilled life. Your words shape your world. Whatever you declare with belief begins to echo through your reality. Most people speak about what they fear and then wonder why fear keeps showing up. But you are learning something different. You are learning to use your voice as a tool of creation, not complaint. You're not denying reality, you're deciding how to respond to it. When you begin to speak what you want instead of what you dread, something subtle but powerful shifts. You become a creator instead of a commentator, a director of your story instead of an actor reacting to every scene. From that place, joy stops being accidental. It becomes intentional. The power of stillness. In a world addicted to movement, stillness is rebellion. It's not laziness, it's alignment. It's the art of hearing your own soul beneath the noise. You don't need incense, rituals, or perfection to be still. You only need willingness. Just 5 minutes of quiet reflection each day. 5 minutes of listening to your breath, of asking, what am I overlooking? Or what do I need to let go? Can transform your relationship with life. Stillness is where clarity returns. It's where the nervous system softens, where your perspective expands, and where joy gently reintroduces itself. Happiness is not hiding, it's waiting for you to slow down enough to notice it. Live in harmony with your word. To truly enjoy your life, you must begin living in alignment with your own promises. Every time you follow through on what you said you'd do, even privately, you reinforce an invisible bond with yourself. Integrity isn't just about morality, it's about self-trust. When you keep your word, even when no one is watching, something deep inside you whispers, "I can rely on me." And that feeling, that stability, that inner confidence is a kind of wealth money could never buy. Most people feel lost or restless because they are out of sync with their own word. They make promises they don't honor and live in quiet self-doubt. But when you realign, when you wake up on time, move when you said you'd move, give thanks when you said you'd practice gratitude, you stop chasing happiness and start embodying it. Joy is not found in perfection. It's found in integrity. You are the author. No one else gets to write your story. You can't control everything that happens, but you can always control what it means. Too many people live inside stories that were handed to them, stories of limitation, fear, and smallness. But you are not bound by that script. You are rewriting it. You are the author of a new narrative, one that begins with ownership and ends with peace. When you realize that you are the narrator, not the victim, life becomes flexible again. You stop waiting for joy to arrive and start creating it right where you are. That is the essence of freedom. Not waiting for circumstances to change, but changing your relationship to them. Perspective is the lens of growth. Two people can face the same storm. One grows bitter, the other grows wiser. The difference is not the event, it's the interpretation. Perspective is the secret architect of your emotions. If you frame every setback as a signal to grow, life stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like training. Ask yourself when difficulty arrives, what is this teaching me? How can I use this to evolve? That is not denial. That is mastery. It's turning hardship into growth, a kind of alchemy available to anyone willing to pause and reflect. The person who practices this doesn't just survive, they transcend. The harmony of thought, word, and action. There's a rare and beautiful peace that comes when your thoughts, your words, and your actions all point in the same direction. That alignment creates lightness, a quiet confidence that makes life feel easier, not because it is easy, but because you are no longer fighting yourself. Peace isn't the absence of problems, it's the presence of harmony. And harmony is the soil where joy grows deepest. Joy is a daily practice. Every day you wake up is a miracle disguised as routine. Millions didn't get that privilege today, but you did. And when you begin to truly understand that, something changes. You stop rushing, you start noticing. The sunrise becomes a message, the morning coffee becomes a ceremony. The quiet moment before the world wakes up becomes sacred. Life stops being something you get through and becomes something you fall in love with. The secret isn't in chasing happiness, it's in practicing presence. The law of open hands. Expectations are heavy. They crush the lightness of living. When you demand that the world move exactly as you wish, every small deviation feels like disaster. But when you release the need for control, joy flows back in. Freedom is not found in managing every outcome, it's found in adapting with grace. Like a tree that bends with the wind, you too must learn to stay flexible. Say to yourself, I expect nothing, I appreciate everything. That simple shift can transform your entire emotional landscape. Appreciation is not settling, it's awakening. It's remembering that what you already have is more than enough to feel wonder, gratitude, and peace. The rhythm of life. Life was never meant to be a constant sprint. It moves in rhythm, seasons of effort, seasons of rest, seasons of reflection. The person who honors this rhythm feels alive. The one who ignores it feels burnt out. Growth doesn't happen under pressure alone, it happens in stillness too. The seed doesn't grow because you watch it, it grows in silence, under the surface, in darkness. So it is with your soul. You need space to breathe, to recharge, to simply be. Slowness is not weakness, it's wisdom. When you slow down, you start tasting life again. The meal becomes richer, the conversation deeper, the day more memorable. Presence is pleasure. The lightness of play. Somewhere along the way, many forgot how to play, how to laugh, to explore, to feel joy without reason. But play isn't childish, it's sacred. The soul that forgets how to play forgets how to celebrate being alive. So bring lightness back into your days. Smile often, move freely, let go of the weight of constant seriousness. Play is not a distraction from purpose, it's a renewal of it. It reminds you that life is not only a mission, but a dance. Whisper this truth to yourself. I make room for joy. I honor my lightness without guilt. The happiest people are not those without challenges, but those who allow joy to exist alongside them. The gift of curiosity. The curious mind never gets bored. It sees each day as an invitation, each challenge as a riddle, each conversation as a doorway. Curiosity transforms routine into revelation. When something goes wrong, instead of asking, "Why me?" the curious soul asks, "What can I learn?" That question